What is up, everybody? My name is Mike Brown, aka Review King MB, and I'm going crazy. I admit it. I am. I'm going crazy because I am doing more buy or sell ideas and pitches, and I'm staying with this Sony verse. And I mentioned in a previous pitch video where I wanted or I suggested Emma Stone come back as Spider Gwen. And ever since I became aware of the Spider Gwen character, I read up on her and then subsequently saw her in some movies and animated stuff. I'm like, this character's cool. This character's different, and I think without sounding woke or without sounding like I'm campaigning for more female superhero characters, even though I'm perfectly fine and definitely more than okay with that being the case. I think bringing back Emma Stone as Spider Gwen, as Gwen Stacy, as different universes Gwen Stacy, of course. Who's going to have a big issue with that? Who doesn't like Emma Stone? Who didn't like Emma Stone in the Amazing Spider-Man movies? As much as hate as some of those movies get, people can't deny that her and Andrew Garfield was the best parts of those films. So letting Emma Stone get one more chance. Even if she did come back in my scenario for that Sinister Six as one of the heroes, letting her get at least one solo film where she got to come in and be the lead and be the main hero and got to kick some major ass. We know that she can be funny. We know that Emma Stone can carry a film like this. And so I just want to see it. I would like to see it go down. It would be very cool to see her version of her origin. I mean, I wouldn't have like the first hour be about her origin, don't get me wrong, but even just the opening credits or the opening montage of seeing her this time get bit by a spider instead of Peter. Whether you can get Andrew Garfield to play her Earth's version of Peter Parker might be very trippy, but you do the whole thing, kind of like with her introduction in the Spider-Verse film, where she got bit, her Peter dies instead of her, and she carries on and is the hero for her New York. And I like that idea. I do. I've seen some people wonder, like, wait, her name is Spider Gwen. Doesn't it make it obvious then that she's Gwen Stacy? Well, no, that's just what we call her. We call her Spider Gwen, but in the world, she would be known as Spider Woman. I know there's another Spider Woman, but I'm okay with in her movie, in the public, on the Daily Bugle covers, Spider Woman. Everyone calls her Spider Woman. But the movie's still called Spider Gwen. Maybe she'll have a friend character that can call her Spider Gwen as like a nickname, so that that's at least said in the movie somewhere. As far as villains go, I like the idea of Silver Sable as the villain. Now, I probably should have sat back and thought of an actress that could play Silver Sable. Maybe you guys in the comments below can help me out and cast an actress that could be badass, that could pull off a villainous Silver Sable role. I'm also picking Silver Sable because she was another character that Sony wanted to make a solo movie for, or at least a movie with Silver Sable and Black Cat, which I never really found that interesting. Some people might argue, well, how is that more or less interesting than what I'm pitching? I don't know. I think Spider-Gwen is a far superior, interesting character. But Silver Sable, you could do something with her having her own underground network and just her being able to infiltrate the government or infiltrate the military. I think we could give an actress a cool role to really just be evil. But if you want to accuse me of, oh, it's a female hero, so she has to have a female villain, I mean, I'm not saying it has to be that way. That's just how I'm pitching it. If you want to have a secondary villain, I decided, well, let's think of some Spider-Man villains that have not been in live action, probably won't ever be a main villain in a film anytime soon. Why not Tombstone? Like, that's a big motherfucker. That's a guy that, even as a crime lord, you could argue that that would make sense for someone like Silver Sable to be in line with. Maybe he is how she's getting her money and her funding from. Or Hammerhead. That's another villain that is a little out there, a little over the top, but he's also a crime boss, so that could work. Also, because I've been replaying the PS4 or PS5 transfer of the Spider-Man game, having the NYPD captain Yuri Watanabe, having her character present, having her as a police-like figure in the movie, and she can be partners with Spider-Gwen. She can be like her Commissioner Gordon, especially because if you're going to bring in a criminal element of Tombstone, Hammerhead, or any type of crime lore type activity going on, having more police involvement, but in the positive side. I mean, they teased and danced around it a little bit with Andrew Garfield and Captain Stacy in those movies, and so seeing Gwen Stacy, a different version, dealing with another police captain, that could be interesting. That could be different. So, guys, yes, I know this is more of a wild idea and probably one of the least likely ones that I have pitched, but why not? Would you buy or sell on an Emma Stone, Gwen Stacy, Spider-Gwen movie? I know I sure would buy. Thanks for watching. Like, comment, subscribe. Later.